The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, dollar, stocks, bonds, so forth. And we gotta do a trade, guys. We're gonna look at yesterday's trades, how they are doing. I think they're doing well. Let me just check it out. I think I checked it out earlier today, but you know, we can check it out quickly right now, how the trades are doing right now. We are not logged in, so we're gonna check it out later. I think it was like 30% up, 20-30% up. So it's, you know, it's all good, guys. We're gonna do a couple of more trades today, and there's that. How's everybody in the chat doing? The center plan finally, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you know, I was up late last night looking at bonds. So there's that. Hi, what's up, Sagar Kate? What's up? 25 SUD. Hello, bro. How you doing, man? 20k, here we come. We are actually at 20k already. 20.153. So you know, it's all good. Rick, good morning. John, good morning. Waking up to a pump better than smelling coffee any day, but you still gotta have a coffee. Even though it's better, you gotta still have a coffee. Australia Reserve Bank surprised all by doing 25 BPS hike instead of 50 BPS. Yeah, so they are kind of pivoting a little bit, you know. What goes up needs to come down a little bit before they increase it by, you know, 1% or something like that. So, you know, there will be more downtrend after a while, but, you know, not right now. Signs of short-term pivot. Yeah, as short-term pivot, exactly. That's what I'm thinking as well. Because nothing goes up in straight line. I mean, some things go up in straight line, but some pullbacks are needed. I think there were too many retail shorts need to be taken out. Yeah, I think there is. Again, I'm saying it again, guys. Last week, I don't know which day it was. We are talking about the short-term shorter's capitulation, what I call a short squeeze, essentially. That's when the accumulation phase actually ends, and that short. And that short squeeze, that's what we are waiting for. There are definitely a lot of shorters still in the market. They're trying to push the price down. So, you know, we're going to see if they actually manage to do that or not. Viral video, live. Yeah, dobro jutro. I'm on a plane heading to Pula for a few days off the grid. Nice. Pula is a very nice place, guys. Pula is nice. If you haven't been in Pula, guys, you got to go there. Pula. I spelled it wrong, but you know. It's down on the coast over here, just above the Italy. It's in Croatia. I think it's a very nice place. A lot of people go to Pula over here. You know, it's a very nice place. You know, if you haven't visited Pula yet in Croatia, you should probably go there. You know, anywhere on the Croatian coast down here, it's a very nice place. So, you know, maybe go for the vacation over there. It's cheap, it's nice. Like, what more can you want? What more can you want? I took a chance with Lincoln and went pretty decent. Markets are good. Yeah, markets are doing okay right now. They're not pumping, you know, big time stuff like that. You know, we might still have a pullbacks and stuff forth. I'm gonna tell you what I actually expect in the short term on Bitcoin. But yeah, you know, our trades are definitely doing, you know, okay-ish. You know, they still haven't broken certain levels that needs to be broken, but you know, Bitcoin, oh my god, Link is actually up 4% towards upside. Very nice. Our stop loss was down there at let's go to the 1 hourly time frame. So we took a trade up here somewhere, I don't know, up there. You know, it's you know, we did well. We did well on the Link trade and on the Cardano trade. What is Cardano trade up here? I think we started, you know, up here somewhere. I don't know, up here, but you know, it did well. So far so good. Definitely so far so good. Mladen is in the chat. I do, Mladen. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Just took off. Finally my shorts comes through. You're shorting. Hi mate, we are bearish on HTF. We need capitulation for. What's this HTF? I don't know what HTF is. KVU00. I don't know. George, I just saw your post in the in Telegram chat. I just saw your post in Telegram chat. Very nice, man. 50% up. You're doing well, man. You're doing well. Keep at it. There is a high time frame. Oh, on bearish on high time frame, we need capitulation. We had capitulation. You know, I don't know if you've been here, but you know, we talked about capitulation. You know, capitulation happened. This is capitulation phase. Everything says that this is technically, you know, these both moves were capitulation phase, but this last move over here is definitely a capitulation move. You can talk about, oh, we need still capitulation. No, we had capitulation. This, if we get another capitulation here, it's gonna be second capitulation, because we already, you know, the way I see it, capitulation already happened. Are we gonna have another move towards? We can. I mean, of course we can have another move towards downside. But why? Anyways, guys, we're gonna start talking about what's happening in Bitcoin up here. As you can see, 20.1 right now. It's hitting this 50 moving average on the daily up here at 20.2, give or take. We managed to get above yesterday, above the 10-20 moving average. We also managed to get a higher high up here, which is super bullish. We also managed to do that without any kind of divergence on the chart. MACD on the daily is you know, still going strongly towards the upside. You know, everything looks nice, guys. Everything is short term. Everything looks nice. I'm expecting a short term move up here, and then a move towards downside before we actually continue going towards up. So I'm expecting this move over here to continue a little bit more towards upside. Then there will be a short period where we go towards downside a little bit, and then continue to upside. So why do I say that? Now, guys, if you go to the weekly time frame, it's a lot easier to see this over in the weekly time frame. Yeah, and because right now we have you know, a couple of pivot points up here on the top. You know, and how you draw this, you know, maybe something like this, maybe something like this, maybe something like this, you know, depends on how you draw this. And I don't like to use these engulfing candles, but you know, in this scenario we're gonna use the engulfing candles over here, because this is weekly time frame, so you can start drawing some you know, some nice lines on the chart. And what you're gonna see here immediately is that there seem to be some kind of falling wedge up here happening over here. Now these falling wedges often do this move up here, then you know, because right now we still got the low and lower low towards downside. So what is gonna happen up here, over here, the way I see it, is that we are gonna go all the way up to the resistance up here, maybe this week up here, and then we're gonna come down over here somewhere back to, you know, 18.8 or something like that, maybe you know, close above it, get a higher high up here, and then break out of the triangle, maybe even with a wick all the way down there, and then break towards the upside. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. But we are definitely hitting this support line down here, but I'm thinking that we will be hitting resistance on the short term, and then we're going down a little bit, and then we're gonna explode towards the upside. So why are we gonna go towards the downside down here? Because if you look at the RSI over here, the RSI is technically going towards downside, which is quite nice. And over here it's still going towards downside, but if you go towards the upside a little bit up here, it just might happen that we might you know, break the RSI. Now that doesn't have to happen, and if we still have a lower low over here, which is should be actually very, very good, that might indicate that you know, but I still believe that, you know, we're gonna bounce off of the resistance line towards downside, and then go towards the upside. You can also look at this on the small time frames, and I'm going to show you how this actually looks on the small time frames. Let's go to the daily time frame up here, for example, and it looks something like this. You know, you can adjust the lines a little bit up here. I think this one up here is very nice, because you know, it hits it very nicely, and then it crosses through over here. Let me just adjust a little bit up here, something like this. You know, it does look very, very nice. This line up here at the top, you know, there is two ways to draw it. You can either use the top up here, or you use down here. You can even use the you know, the line over here on the downside, but it does look like some kind of falling wedge. You know, it doesn't matter how you draw it, it looks like a falling wedge, and there is definitely some kind of line up here. Let me see. Maybe you can even adjust it using these wicks on the upside. Something like this over here, then you getting through this. You can see we have a little bit more space towards upside up here before we actually you know, go towards downside over here. Now this is a very normal pattern. I've seen this a lot of times, especially, you know, when it comes to trading. You come down to some kind of bottom, you do this move up here, you do this third move up here, then you have this bigger move down here, which goes into this area down here, to get everybody, all the longs, you know, liquidated, and really, really quickly just bounces back and then breaks out towards upside. Now it's just one of these. It's just one of these moves that you know, can happen. It doesn't have to do that, because we had, you know, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 touches. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the support line, and we are bouncing towards upside. But I think we need to go down, you know, into the area down here somewhere, at least with a wick, to get out all of the you know, bullish longs up here and then, you know, blast through the resistance towards upside. But once we are above the resistance up here, it's gonna be super nice. Now the falling wedge is finally, we got finally something on the charts that right now is telling us that you know, this is actually bullish, and the charts are actually looking bullish right now. You know, before it was looking bullish, we are looking for patterns, we are looking for this, we are looking for that. But right now, I think we are some kind of falling wedge in the making. We are you know, decently into that pattern up here, and it does look nice. It does nice, but that's what I'm saying. You know, a little bit more room towards the upside, then a pull back down before we actually break the resistance. So I'm a little bit unsure whether we're gonna just break today towards the upside up here, but everything does point in the direction that we are, you know, looking very, very good. Drunken is in the chat. I think Sheldon is bullish. Oh man, we gotta short. We gotta start shorting, guys. We gotta start shorting. If Sheldon is bullish, we gotta start shorting. We test 18K too many times. We need to break this range, or up or down, level to level. Now, yeah, we're testing 18K too many times. That's kind of good. Hello Nami, how you doing? Why? Because I'm short. Hello everybody, how you doing, man? So yeah, so this actually looks quite nice. Now that said, the DXY is right now minus 0.28% down. I'm gonna pop some moving edge that you can see down here on the daily time frame. We are hitting the 20 moving average. Now there is two ways to break this, you know, this option up here. You know, if this line down here breaks, might be interesting, but you know, depends on how you draw it a little bit up here, but it's in the ballpark area, you know, over here. So you know, once you break this line, this movement up here with these moves, you know, breaks towards downside. But we are not quite there. But there is another way to draw this line, and that's, you know, not using this week on downside, using this, and you can see it has confluence with the 20 moving average. So this move up here, I would say the 20 moving average needs to break. Right now we are sitting on the support, and you know, it's still a little bit bearish, but still haven't broken the support on the downside. So you know, nothing is actually done. Now the bigger time frame, of course, that's over here, a little bit bigger. This move towards upside needs to break the 50 moving average. So this 20 moving average and this 50 moving average are very important levels to break on the downside. So 20 moving average first and 50 moving average. You don't even have to draw the line, just look at the 20 and the 50 moving average on the daily time frame. Once we are below the 50 moving average, I think a bigger move towards downside will come eventually. So that's what I'm looking for when it comes to DXY. I'm looking at this 50 moving average. You can see how nicely it has been holding over here. Right now it's increasing the speed and holding the 20 moving average. If this is very, very bullish, it will hold the 20 moving average. It won't break back below the 50 moving average. If it does break the 20, goes back down to 50, the probability is higher that it's gonna break the 50 as well, because we already had, you know, a lot of times, you know, we went down to the 50 moving average. So I don't know how many times we are gonna, you know, continue going down to the 50 moving average without actually increasing the speed. So right now it's time to increase the speed over here. If the increase already kind of failed, and it will break the 20 moving average, but it's just not doing yet. So it is sitting on some kind of support. People are a little bit bullish. So if you know, if DXY starts running up here, we might see this move towards downside when it comes to Bitcoin. But eventually it will break the 20 moving average. That's when the fun starts, guys. That's when the fun starts. Nasdaq as well, over here you can see down here our support line. It is bouncing off of that. It did break towards downside, but you know, it's still on the support line. It's still bouncing off of that. The Dow Jones is bouncing off of the trend line towards downside down here, and S&P is also bouncing off of our some kind of I don't know how we actually drew this over here. This should be a line. You can see here it's bouncing off of the support on the downside as well. So everything, stock market is bouncing, DXY is hitting the support, Bitcoin is railing a little bit towards the upside. Dollar to the dust, please. So I think it's okay. I think it's okay. We need to see how the dollar is gonna play out, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. It looks nice. It looks bullish. Yesterday on Twitter I actually wrote, where is Twitter? Yesterday on Twitter I wrote, is this the glorious end to the accumulation phase and lead into the glorious bull market buildup? Maybe it's not. Maybe we're gonna have a, you know, another move up and down over here. maybe you're gonna have something like this up here, you know, over here, and then have a build up. But you know, it's okay to make people you know, make people a little bit happy while we can. You don't have this, you don't have that much, you know, bullish scenarios, but right now it is kind of bullish, it is kind of nice. But what you're gonna see is right now is Bitcoin is up 1.5 or 4%, while you know, a lot of altcoins, and I mean a lot of altcoins, are only 0.5 up to 1%. So Bitcoin is outperforming a lot of altcoins. We can check out even the dominance chart up here. This is CME futures, also looking nice. The dominance chart, you can see here on the daily time frame that you know, Bitcoin dominance is going through the roof. Even though Bitcoin is going up, Bitcoin dominance is going up. This means that Bitcoin is outperforming, definitely outperforming altcoins. So also there is some kind of resistance up here, so it might just continue pumping towards upside. It's gonna outperform. So Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin is gonna outperform most altcoins. I'm saying most altcoins because this is, you know, correlation between Bitcoin and you know, index of altcoins, but there will definitely be altcoins that are outperforming Bitcoin. Not a lot, but you know, there will definitely be altcoins that are outperforming Bitcoin, but Bitcoin will be doing better in this move towards upside than a lot of altcoins. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, that was the Bitcoin dollar index, S&P 500 dominance. CME futures also looking very nice up here towards upside, creating this very nice rounded bottom towards downside up here. Very, very nice. You can even look at it like a bigger round bottom with some kind of fake out up here towards upside, but it's creating this rounded bottom. Very, very nice move. So it looks bullish. It looks bullish, guys. Yesterday in the chat we started talking about bonds. Not this chat. We started talking about bonds, and had a very nice conversation because you know, whether the investors are buying or selling bonds, how this is gonna affect, you know, the market, the dollar and stuff like that. So I didn't actually quite get, you know, how bonds are affecting the market, how bonds are moving the price, you know, what's gonna happen with housing market, depending whether the yields are going up and down. But I did figure out something else, so I thought I should share it with you. Now, what you're gonna see here on the chart, I'm gonna show you. This is chart uncharted territory. This is 10-year Treasury bonds yield have fallen to the level last seen in 1945. So 1945, if you remember, that's when the Second World War was ending. So in March 9th, 2020, the yields were 0.5%. Imagine you buying 10-year bonds, and every year you get 0.5% returns. On the contrary, here in around 88, this 88, so this is around 1980, give or take 1980, you could have bought bonds and gotten 15% return, so annual 15% return on your bonds. Imagine that. I mean, this is insane. So, but this chart is a little bit inverse chart when you think about whether people are buying or selling bonds. So when yield is going down, people are buying. When yield is going up, people are selling. So this over here, this move towards upside up here, yield move towards upside, people are selling. People have not been going into bonds. So people have been selling, getting rid of bonds. So the yield was going, you know, through the roof up until 1980 or something like that. And once it hit some kind of 15 levels, they started. Sorry, this was yeah. There was something, and then they started buying up here at the top, and they have been buying all the way through, and selling. So right now it's some kind of bottom again. Bonds are some kind of bottom again. And if you look at a 10-year yield chart. 10-year bonds chart, 10-year, yeah, 10-year, this one, 10-year bond chart up here on the weekly time frame. What you're gonna see here, ever since exactly down here at March 2020, like on this chart up here, this is March 9th. So March 9th up here, give or take, here we go, March 9th, lowest point 0.5% up here. 0.5%. At the lowest point, right after that, right after Corona up, this exploded towards upside. Right now, yields are at 3.5% on the 10-year bonds, and they're going towards upside. So now that the bonds are going towards the upside, this is not bonds, this is actually yield, right? So yield is going towards the upside. When yield is going up, that means bonds are getting cheaper, right? So people are not buying actually bonds. So yield is going up, but people are not buying bonds. Now the correlation between the bonds, price of the bonds, whether people are buying bonds or selling bonds, is not that important. I mean, it's very important, but I don't know, what that means. What I do have figured out is when yield comes to around 15%. When yield comes to around 15% up here, where is the 15%? Up here, 15%. When it comes back to these, high levels up here again, let's go to the 2-week chart because we can see full chart. When yield comes up here in this area, maybe 12 to 50% up here, that's the time to start buying, guys. That's the time to start buying bonds. Now, that might take another 5-10 years or something like that. You might be very, very old. But when we are old, we don't want to look at charts. We just want to buy safe investment and go on a retirement plan and go to Fiji or whatever, any kind of Fifi island, and retire and have don't have to worry about stock markets doing well or bad, because we got bonds at 15% annually. Cumulative bonds. So when bonds get these kind of levels, that's when we want to start buying bonds. So why am I saying 15% is good? Let me show you up here. And this is very interesting because as you see here, they topped out. I mean, they have been selling towards the upside. I mean, the bonds have been selling towards the upside, and right up here towards top, they started buying, of course, at 15%. This is insane. But the thing to notice is that after during the war in 33, where it started up here towards, it was still continuously going towards the downside. Even this trend break, there was a trend break up here just below 1933. When did actually war start? What date? Like, I'm not really good with dates, so we gotta do it like this. World War II start date, something like that. 39, actually 39. No, 33 was when he came into the power or something like that, right? So let me see, see the up here. So yeah, it's all the way up, 33, 30, so this is 20 year, 10 year up here, 43. Yes, so just before the start of the war, and then continue a little bit down, and then right after the war it started to rally. Bonds started rallying towards the upside. Yield started rallying towards the upside. Yield started rallying towards the upside up here. But maybe in bad time they were going to bonds because that was some kind of safe investment, and they have been selling bonds. They have been selling bonds. We can check out the S&P from 1940 to 1980. Let me check S&P from 1940 to 1980 up here. Where is the S&P 500? Let's just clear up everything. We got a 2-week chart. Let's do a logarithmic chart up here. It's all the way up here, 1940. Yeah, so stock market actually. So down here, 39. This is the war, right? The stock market actually. Sorry, so the stock market actually. But during right after 49 to 40. What did I just read? 1939 to 45 up here. So up here the war was finished, and we had a rally up towards the upside up here, and around here, around 1980, people started bonds. So after the war, people went in all kinds of it had a big move towards the upside up here. But as soon as we start flattening out over here, people started buying bonds. That was right 1980. No, that was the top of 1980. Yeah, because they were selling bonds. They were buying stocks because stocks was skyrocketing after the war, and then here at the top they started selling stocks and buying going into bonds. Yeah, so something like that. Goes into the war, and then stock market rallies up until 1980, and people go from bonds to stock market. But once the bonds hit something like 15% up here, they start buying bonds. So the reason I'm talking about this is that the bonds, 15% on bonds is very, very good. This is over here. Let me show you up here. This chart is better. This is S&P 500 10-year annualized rolling return. So returns on stock market over time is long-term average is 10.3%. This goes, you know, to 2019, from 1937 to 2019. So highest up here is around 20% couple of years, but it's around, you know, the tops are around the 15% give or take. The highest are, you know, a couple of years with 20, but the top is around 15%. So imagine this: you can either buy a bond that's a sure thing of 15% over 10 years, like no thinking involved. You buy bonds, you go to Fiji for 10 years, you don't have to care about anything. And then you outperform the S&P index by, you know, a couple of percentages, right? That's really good. That's really, really good, right? That's really good. So that's why I'm saying that, and you know, and over time you will outperform a long-term average at 10.3 to 32%. So, you know, long-term is 10.32. So everything above 10.32, if you buy bonds, you will outperform the stock market over long-term. And this is very, very long term. This is 100 years long term. Like in, you know, some years it can be a lot lower down here. And you know, when the returns on the stock market as well goes down to, you know, something like, you know, 1% or something like that, you know, you get this rally towards the upside, which might be actually good for buying stocks. But you can see that, you know, performance of the S&P 500, you know, the returns every year are accumulating and it goes down, up, down. So you can see here that, you know, we got both bulls and bear markets both ways. But what I'm trying to say about bonds is right now that bonds are on the way towards the upside. The bonds are on the way towards the upside. 10-year bonds, 10-year government bonds yields, they're on the way towards the upside, and they might just eventually come all the way to up here to you know, on the 50, if they ever do that. I'm a little bit unsure whether that's gonna be the case. That yield is gonna come all the way up there. But you know, if that might be, you know, it just might be one of the best buys when it comes to bonds. One of the best buys, you know, investment in bonds and whatever not. Just so you know that, I don't know how important this is for your cryptocurrency trading, or for your life, or forever investment, but you know, in 5 to 10 years, I don't know, this might be in, you know, 2030 or something like that, I don't know. So in 10 years maybe you are too old to be looking at charts every day. So bonds, if they're at 15% and you just want to outperform, you know, the stock market, and stock market is some kind of top, you know, just buy bonds and go to, you know, vacation to Fiji, man. James Bond. So there is that. There is one more chart I'm gonna show you guys. Of course, everybody is looking at this chart over here because this is the dollar index chart. Now, the problem with this chart is only James Bond. Yeah, bonds. The problem with this chart is it only shows you the strength of the dollar versus other currencies. But if everything is going down, it just means the dollar is going down slower than other currencies. It's still going down. I'm going to show you that it is going down. So what we are very interested in when it comes to the dollar is the purchasing power of the dollar. I think dollar power or something like that, up here. Yeah, this is the dollar chart. So this chart over here shows you the purchasing power of the dollar. And what you're gonna see here, the purchasing power, that means how much $1 can, how much bread you can get for $1, how many cars can you get for $1, right? So purchasing power of the dollar, this means, you know, how strong the dollar is. So if you had a $1 here in 1932 and $1 here in 1920, in 1932 for $1 you could probably buy a house and 2 kids, right? In 2020 $1 cannot buy you anything. Like you don't even want to throw it away because it costs more to, you know, pick it up and, you know, put it in the trash can. Your energy levels are outperforming the dollar levels on the ground. So, you know, picking up the dollar and throwing in the trash can is more expensive than you know, feeding yourself with the energy needed to, you know, pick that dollar towards upside. Now what you're gonna see here is that, you know, the dollar has been you know, going, you know, from 700 or something like that, right now 33, and house and two kids, yeah, house and two kids. And right now you can see down here that we are increasing kind of the speed towards downside. Now we don't have a very nice chart over here, and this is going, you know, very steadily down here towards downside, but you know, you don't have to be, you know, genius to figure out that this is right now increasing in speed over here towards downside. You can see that it's breaking the downtrend. It's breaking the downtrend over here, and it's increasing the speed towards downside. It was at 38, right now it's at 33. So you see the dollar is actually still losing value. Yes, that, you know, and this started in October 22. This accelerated move when they started printing money and stuff like that during Corona, right? You can see that it is actually losing value. So when you look at the DXY, you only see dollar versus other currencies, and that's not very helpful, right? Because you hear about, you know, quantitative easing, you know, helicopter money printing, but you see dollar is getting stronger. So, you know, your mind is not making, you know, the correct, you know, associations. But when you see this chart, you understand that, you know, printing money, quantitative easing, you know, helicopter money, stuff like that, does this to the purchasing power of the dollar, and the dollar is going down. Now when you see that the dollar is going towards the downside down here, this is like you know, Bitcoin dominance kind of thing, right? You see dollar go down, but you know, and the DXY go towards upside. So what does this mean, guys? What does this mean? Dollar is going down, but the dominance goes up. That means that all other currencies, that means, you know, dollar, sorry, the pound, the Italian lira, the Swiss franc, you know, they are exploding towards downside like crazy, right? They're exploding towards downside like crazy. So dollar is rising in value versus other currency at the same time, while the dollar is losing purchasing power with an unprecedented speed towards the downside. So dollar is getting worse and worse. Dollar is getting worse and worse, but other currencies are even worse than that. Other currencies are even worse. So that's the point when it comes to, you know, purchasing power of the dollar. So we like to look at the DXY and see, you know, whether the DXY is going to go up and down versus other currency and so forth, so forth. It's very nice correlate to Bitcoin, but the purchasing power means that, you know, the dollar, the everything, you know, pound, Italian lira, you know, Swiss franc. I don't know what they have in France, but, you know, German mark, or I don't think they have a German mark anymore. Euro, Swedish krona, right? All of these things are exploding towards the downside. They are losing even more purchasing power. So if your money are in any other currencies, they are losing purchasing power at a lot faster speed. So you might be asking yourself, man, but Bitcoin cannot buy anything. Bitcoin is so, you know, low. Guys, is there such a thing as Bitcoin purchasing power chart that's not correlated to dollar? I wonder if there's that. Bitcoin purchasing power. Is there such a thing? This Bitcoin index. Purchasing power of time, use diversity, etc. Yeah, this is a chart. This is purchasing power over time, $1 versus 1 Bitcoin. So this purchasing power over time, but it's directly correlated to the dollar. It's directly correlated to the dollar. So purchasing power is going up while the dollar is going down. That's all you need to know. Purchasing power of Bitcoin is going up. Italian. I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said. So yeah. Anyways, guys, buy bonds. We're gonna buy bonds when they're at 15%. Until then, we're gonna push the, you know, crypto towards the upside. Dollar is losing value fast. It doesn't matter, you know, the dollar index is going towards the upside. Dollaros are losing money faster than anywhere in history. I don't think this kind of dropped down here. I mean, it was maybe faster up here, but it is extremely accelerating down here towards downside right now. It is losing purchasing power by the day, and they're just printing more and more of. So you gotta understand the dollar is losing value. So what you gonna do with your money? Are you gonna buy bonds? You cannot buy bonds at 3-4%, man. That's crazy. So you cannot buy bonds, you know, because yield is so low. I mean, 4% is nice, but you know, yield is low. You cannot buy stocks because stocks is, you know, zigzag. I mean, you can buy stocks and that is, you know, it might, you know, perform well. So what is gonna buy? You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. Silver had a rally yesterday. Silver had a big rally yesterday over here. It was up 9% towards the upside. Silver. So what happened actually to silver is actually very bullish. I don't know you silver guys, but we broke this downtrend over here towards upside again, like over here. Silver is stupidly bullish again. It's not stupidly bullish, it's a little bit bullish, but it did break this downtrend over here. It had the double bottom, broke the trend. It looks bullish, so I think the rally might actually come. These were some kind of tops since, you know, 2020 up here. Will we see the, you know, the rise of silver above the 30 bucks? It can do that, but it's only 50%, guys. It's only 50% towards the upside up here, and even to the all-time high up here at 50 bucks, it's only 153%. I mean, altcoins are gonna do that in one day. But I get it. There are people with a lot of money that, you know, cannot buy, you know, altcoins that easily. Dollar is still some kind of downtrend over here. Still haven't broken the downtrend yet. Still haven't broken the downtrend, as you can see up here. But it might be some kind of expanding wedge on the downside down here. That's right now, you know, it is actually very bullish that it's not actually hitting it all the way on the downside. So, you know, it does this and then does this up here and breaks and then goes towards the upside again. Now that's the short term. Now the problem with this chart up here is this, you know, this chart up here, and this the problem up here is that I expect gold to go lower. I like silver, so can you get bonds from Bybit? I don't think you can get bonds from Bybit. I don't think you can get that. So I expect dollar to go lower. I think, you know, it might have a nice rally up here or whatever, but I expect it to go lower, guys. I expect gold to go lower. I said I don't remember what I said on how low we can go, but you know, up here, then, you know, bouncing off this, then go someplace, you know, maybe it's gonna go back to 1980 or something like that, 1980 or something like that, towards upside up here, and then again towards downside, break this level on downside, and then have this you know, capitulation, maybe all the way down to 200 moving average, something like that. 40. I think I said last time around 1400 or 1500, give or take, on the downside, because this pattern up here is very common. This extend, smack, hug, you know, dump pattern. The same thing we had, the same kind of top we had on Bitcoin, exact same kind of top we had on Bitcoin. So this means that there will be consolidation and then dump to downside. So around, you know, 2-3 years more, maybe 24, end of 24. Let's see up here. Yeah, 24, 25, we might hit some kind of, you know, 24, 25 might hit some kind of bottom on gold. That's my prediction on gold right now because of the pattern, right? Silver is looking nice. But you know, how this actually, because silver doesn't have the gold kind of stuff. So I think silver might outperform gold. That's what I'm saying. And oil, guys, oil is finally breaking towards upside up here. No, it's not breaking out upside yet. It's hitting the resistance up here. But I'm still looking at the, you know, oil going to $100 or even all the way up to $120. It kind of depends on these two targets. This is the $100 is the first target. If we are very bearish, we're gonna get rejected up here and go down. If we are bullish, we're gonna break this, go to 120. If we go to 120, we're gonna increase the bullishness. There is probability they actually can go even higher than that. My first initial reaction is we're gonna go to $100 and get rejected. That's what I'm thinking. It's terrible to scalp. I prefer gold. Silver always has high spreads. It's terrible to scalp. Haven't tried, you know, trading or looking at, you know, that at all. Bitcoin right now 1.5%. It looks good, but it's coming to some kind of tops, guys. It's coming to some kind of tops up here, especially in this daily 200 move. Especially in the 20,029. You can see up here it's a little bit extended above it. On the 4-hourly time frame, we went above the 200 moving average up here, which is kind of nice, but you know, these moving averages on the downside are a little waiting. So I'm thinking today is gonna be a short day. We're gonna close our long positions from yesterday today. We're gonna close our long position from yesterday, and we're gonna open two shorts. Imagine that, guys. We're gonna open two shorts, bigger than you think. He's bullish. Yeah, see here, even Vladimir knows that we are at the resistance. So we're gonna open a couple of shorts, short-term shorts. Maybe they're gonna be fine. So we're gonna take 5-minute break, guys. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do a live trade. We're gonna find two shorts and we're gonna put the shorts in, okay? That's the plan, guys. 5 minutes break. There we go, guys. There we go. Time to put in some shorts, guys. Bitcoin hasn't broken the uptrend up here, but it's hitting some kind of tops. Let me log in on the Qcoin, and then we're gonna take profits and do the trades. Just look at this. What coin we do TF for trade today? We don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. We got two trades going on, Link and Cardano. Link is up 37%, Cardano is up 20%. So I'm gonna take profits on these two trades. Let me just check the chart for Link and Link. Where's Link? Yeah, so we're gonna take, this looks like it's coming to 200 moving average on 1 hourly, 50 moving average on 4 hourly. So yeah, it's time to take profit, 10 moving, yeah. So definitely time to take profits on Chainlink. We're just gonna mark close this thing up here, 100% confirmed. Trading password up here. From there we go. And we took profits on one trade and on second trade. Let me just check the chart of Cardano as well. Cardano up here. Let's go to the 1 hourly time frame up here. It hit the 200 moving, you know, up there. It was time to take profits. Maybe it's not quite time to take profits right now over here, but you know, we're gonna do that either way, because already hit this target up here at 50. So I might have a little bit bigger pullback from downside. Might go a little bit up and down, but you know, we're still gonna take profits and open new trades. So that is that. We're gonna take market up here, 100% confirm. Cancel order. There we go. 340 bucks. We had the 305 yesterday, so that's 35 bucks up. Nice, nice, nice. So right now we got 350 bucks, and we can do, you know, new trades. Now we're gonna definitely short something. So maybe we're just gonna start shorting, you know, Chainlink up here, because Chainlink is at some kind of top up here. Chainlink just exploded towards upside. I think it needs to have a pullback on the downside over here. Let's see up here. I wasn't supposed to do that. See, it's breaking the line up there. Daily also extended all the way up to 10 moving average up here, which is very nice. It just might stay up there. It still hasn't broken the trend, but it's doing this, you know, curvature up here at the top. So we're gonna, how much is this up? 1%. We're gonna do 10x short on Chainlink. 10x short on Chainlink, give or take. Yeah. So let's go to the link up here, because we already know that went up to some kind of top. You know, it's some kind of resistance. So we're gonna, you know, we're gonna put a short up there. It just had a nice rally towards upside. Now it's time to come down a little bit. We're gonna short that. Right, so this is Chainlink. We're gonna do market by 10x, 11x, 9, 10x, maybe 9x. I'm gonna put a little bit high up there. We're gonna do 25% of our account, and we're gonna sell short. There we go. No trigger anxiety, guys. No trigger anxiety. So that's the first trade right now. Link is on the short side right now, and our stop loss should be around, you know, maybe up here, give or take, 72 or something like that, 728. No, we're gonna put it at you know, a little bit above 1% up here, above these tops up here. That's gonna be right up there, and that's gonna be something like you know, 771, 777. Let me just see how this looks higher than the 200 moving average, which is nice, higher than the 50 moving average, which is nice. We already have the double top up there, and higher than the 10 moving average up here, which all are nice. So, you know, we are shorting some kind of resistance on the downside, you know, short term, maybe until tomorrow. We're gonna see how much it falls down. So what did we say? 7.7177. We're gonna short this. So stop loss 7.7177, if I'm not mistaken, 7.17717. Loss of $8. That's fine if we get stopped out. Confirm. There we go. We got a stop loss on our trade. That's the first trade. This is like the fastest trade I took ever. Look in the group. Let's check out what Mulan is telling us right now. Ethereum is hitting resistance as well. Also, Ethereum can be short down a little bit. 1347. 34.7. I don't think it might be big short, but it might be just you know, nice short, because there is a lot of liquidity below these bottoms down here. So, you know, can we have a bigger move down here again towards downside and a bounce? We can definitely do that. You know, once you get these kind of things, you oftentimes get some kind of a wick towards downside to pick up the liquidity on the downside and then go towards the upside. So let's check out Ethereum for a second, how Ethereum is doing. On the daily time frame, Ethereum is trying to break this 20 MA. It did very nice bullish engulfing candle on the daily time frame yesterday above 10 moving average. So 2-day chart up here, climbing nicely up there. 4 hourly looks, I don't know, man. It looks like short term it can fall down, but how much can it fall down up here? Like, it can do like a couple of percentage towards the downside, definitely. Over here, back inside this range up here. So, but I don't see, you know, immediate you know, resistance up here, because we already broke immediate resistance up here at 1337. Let's see 4 hourly time frame. So yeah, it's 1351, give or take. Then you got this one up here at the top on the 4 hourly time frame. So yeah, in the short term it might pull back down a little bit. Let's see up here. In the short term, but you know, how much of a pullback are we looking at? How much pullback are we looking at? 1.3% pullback. A little bit unsure about, you know, where I want to short, but it might be, you know, in short term it might be a nice short up here. If it breaks this, it might even go down to, you know, these kind of levels, and it might even fall down and pick up the liquidity on the downside, because there is a lot of liquidity down here. There's a lot of liquidity down here, right? So that's what I'm looking for right now. But let's see some other coins that are pumped up. B Pro went parabolic up here towards stop up here. 4% up. You cannot do more than 2x on this thing over here. Do we have B Pro on Qcoin futures? No, we don't. So we cannot trade B Pro. Look, XRP. Okay, about XRP, there is more charts. XRP. Ooh, that's nice. Nice triangle on XRP. We gotta check it out. XRP triangle. Let me see that. Where is the XRP triangle? Yeah. So you see, I had this stop line up here somewhere. Something like this, right? But it could be the line down here as well. Something like this, give or take. Could be this line. I'm just gonna remove sorry here. Then you got this bottom part up here. Maybe something like this over here. Now it is coming to some kind of resistance up here. It is very close to the breakout, but it's not on breakout yet, right? So maybe we're gonna let it go a little bit more up here. It went nicely up here. Okay, this curvature up here. Probably there's some kind of divergence up here on the top. Slight divergence up here, but very easily, you know, changed up here. There is no divergence on the 4 hourly. Let's see daily time frame up here. This looks like, you know, some kind of pennant up here at the top, but it's a little bit too big for a pennant. Pennant should be something like this up here, I think, and then towards upside. This is a little bit too big for a pennant. You think this is gonna break on that? It is very close to the resistance, though. It is very close to the resistance. Maybe if it starts going towards upside up here, towards the resistance, maybe we're gonna short it, okay? Let me see some indicators on the downside. MACD and stuff like that on the daily time frame. MACD had a bearish cross on the daily time frame right now. See up here the bearish cross on the daily. Let me see the weekly time frame. How the weekly actually hit the 200 moving average and pull back. It's a little bit extended. It can actually fall down. It can actually fall down. There has been too much, you know, too much talk about XRP now. The upside right now up here is, you know, 1 point resistance is around 1 point, let's say it's 2%, but down, you know, it moved towards downside is like something like 5%, something like that. 5 minute break still on. Sorry about that. Thanks for saying that. Let's look at the small time frames and then, you know, try to time the top up here. So let's just let XRP go a little bit more, and it already had these big you know, green candles. I think it's already time to short. You know, I think it's already time to short. Yeah, it went above it. It came back down. It hit this resistance up here. So we're gonna say that if it goes above, you know, 2% up. It can do that. It can even go above 4.5. We're gonna, here's the thing. Are we gonna do high level? Because if you do 5% up here, if you do just something like this over here, 1% towards upside, we can do 10x. If we put stop loss at 0.5%, we can do 20x. And if you do, you know, 2%, we can only do 5x. So what you guys think? Are we gonna do, you know, because the leverage depends on how much, you know, we think it might go towards the upside, how much we think it might go towards the upside, right? So that's the thing, you know, that we are doing over here right now. The leverage is kind of dependent right now on how much. If you're buying the literal top on the dollar, I mean, you can do 100x, right? But if you think that it can still go up a little bit more, then you gotta. And if you know, if this line up here, you know, it's totally different line, and then you got this line up here at the top. Let's see this line up here at the top. So let's put the level up here. This on the 1 hourly, so 2 hourly, give or take there. So this is one of the resistance, right? Then you got this one. This is also a nice line, right? But this goes all the way up to, you know, up there, and then you got this thing over here that's already kind of hitting the target. This actually broke and then bounced off up here. So these two levels. What was that? 4792. Let's just see up here. So that's like 2% to 3.3%. Yellow is the 50 MA. Yellow is the 50. Yellow is the 50 MA. Let me go a little bit small time frames up here. Yeah, it's gonna be 5x. Okay, let's short it on. Let's short on 5x up here. 4x. 4x, and we're gonna put the stop loss all the way up there. 4798. Okay, let's go to XRP and let's 4x 25% sell short. There we go. So our stop loss is at 4798. $4,798, $6. Yeah, confirm. There we go. We got a stop loss on XRP as well. Tell us your link long from yesterday still in. Nah, we closed it. We just closed, man. Where were you? We just closed like 5 minutes ago. We closed it. OMG. What is OMG doing? OMG. BingX. This thing has been going, this 5-minute chart. 4-hour breaking, coming to some kind of resistance up here. The verdance on the top. This can be short. I don't know. Can you short OMG on futures? OMG. You can actually short OMG as well. This looks nice. But we don't know how high it can actually go because it hasn't broken the trend. Oh, nice. This is a daily time frame up there. 4-hourly, but 4-hourly is all the way at 77, 200 moving average. Now, if this is actually bullish, it's just gonna break everything, right? Should I close my ETH long? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking short-term bearish, but you know, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, so there's that. Wow, Nasdaq and everything is exploding towards upside. Look at the, you know, Dow Jones go, man. Look at the Dow Jones. Look at the Dow Jones exploding. Nasdaq exploding. S&P 500 exploding. These are futures. The dollar index hitting the support. So let's see some other coins up here. Did anything rally beside this up here? Solana is up 2%, hitting resistance. Oh, nice. Solana is hitting resistance. We like that. But it's climbing nicely. It's above all moving averages. I don't want to short Solana right now. Ooh, waves. Waves might be a short over here at top. Very nice. See the resistance up here. This is a previous line I actually drew. It kind of looks like it broke it. Tron looks bullish. Oh, Tron looks very bullish. Oh, TLM exploded up here towards top. Broke the trend. And holding the trend. The XY is looking dumpy. Looks dumpy, but kind of it's not dumping just yet. Yeah, it looks dumpy, but you know, it's going to a little bit too fast, so it might just bounce off of the 20 moving average on the down here. $110 also psychological. Chat 69 is in the chat. Shiba Inu. Shiba is breaking up. Oh, Shiba looks nice for a long though. Bitcoin still rallying towards the upside. Man, there is no stopping this. There is no stopping this. Right now our shorts are in loss. How could we already be down 5% on Link? What's wrong with Link, guys? How could we already be down 5%? Already down 5%. What's wrong with Link? Stop pumping, you. Can somebody stop this from pumping? Seriously, guys. Oh man, this actually looks bullish. Yeah, Link short is actually gonna maybe rip shorts for the short term. Yeah, rip shorts for the short term. Life, man, life. This actually broke towards the upside. It's gonna stop us out definitely. So the only hopium right now we have is that these you know, these stops up here holds. So there's that. Yeah, there's definitely, you know, some bullish setups up here. So, you know, maybe we should not have shorted just yet. I'm bullish at the resistance. Doesn't matter. But right now that we are doing so badly on the shorts, we're just gonna let them go until tomorrow and see how they play out. That's Link and XRP. So there's that. I got stuff to do, of course. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for you know, being here on Bitcoin Daily, Trading Daily. So we're gonna do another one tomorrow, and we're gonna see how this played out. Hopefully get some kind of pullback. Like, I'm not saying we're gonna go down to 10K, guys. I just want a little pullback, get some, you know, get some money, and then, you know, move on with my life. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna go do stuff. I'll see you later, okay? Join KuCoin while you can. Bye bye.